Well, that's interesting. So I switched it from camera 3 front facing to camera 1 front facing, and that's slipped me around on my side. Now it's too small for me to read. This is impossible. Okay, well, look at that. And there's nobody in here, of course. I mean, I've been live. Oh, there you are. Oh, hi, guys. It's awful. It's awful. It's the wrong camera. It's this teeny tiny little box way up here on the top of the screen. Then I have to scroll all the way down here to see you guys. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't understand why this form is so popular. Every time I touch it, it's worse and worse. It's called enshittification. It's a real thing. Anyway, I'm sort of live, I guess, but not really. Happy Sunday, Neva. There's Lacey R. Lacey R, you're going to have to change your name soon. I'm going home soon. Does anybody have any recommendations on what Lacey might change her name to? I have some ideas. So I am at the Fuel and Iron. How do I make mods here? I don't know how to do any of this. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. We'll start there. Lacey is now a mod. That's quite cumbersome. All right, let's see. How come you didn't turn blue? You should have turned blue by now. Oh, there you are. Hey, you can put a link. Can I put a link in here? Oh, I can't touch the screen because I'm in a browser session and it'll crash. But you can put a link in here to the Fuel and Iron Food Court in Pueblo, Colorado. That's where I'm at. It's a really neat place. All right, let's dispense with the boring stuff. I promised you guys that I would answer some questions if I could go live. And now I'm live, and I said I would do it from Fuel and Iron, and here I am barely. And I have a little bit of time. I have about an hour available to answer questions. Less than that if I want to do a homework. Links don't work in vertical mode. No, Brandon, I'm not barefoot. They make me wear shoes, and I now live in the desert where everything's trying to poke you. Come around here says, how am I? I'm all right. I'm okay. It's been interesting. Things are, well, let's just say my parole officer keeps things interesting for me. Oh, thank you, Lacey. There we go. So I'm actually on the web version of the studio in Firefox, which isn't working properly. It's incredible to me that anybody uses this platform at all because it has been nothing but a pain in the butt. John DeNicola asks if the caseworkers have been removed from my case. So, partially. My regular case manager, she was taken off of my case. This is at the halfway house. I now have the supervisor, which is in itself interesting because he's a defendant, like directly. It's complicated. But the real idiot is, of course, the parole officer because she still keeps trying to educate me and she just doesn't have the capacity to do that. She would have to start, of course, by being right about something. She hasn't demonstrated that. So, yeah, no, she still comes in and sees me on an almost weekly basis to deliver paperwork and then decides that she does not want to exercise her right to remain silent. So if she wants to keep producing evidence, let her. So do you guys want to see where I'm at? This is my hangout spot. I'll give you a slight tour. I don't think I can switch camera angles. She needs to educate herself first. She does need to do it. Yeah. Hey, Eddie. I'll show you guys where I'm at here. I'll try and do this because the camera's backwards. But I'll go to the front door. What's up, radio nerd? They're our best offense. Yeah, for real. So here we go. We're going to go out to the very front, and you guys can have the grand tour. Oh, Jethro, you're going to be disappointed. You'll be disappointed. Okay, so here we are in the beautiful Pueblo, Colorado. You can see some of these buildings are quite old. And we're down here by Union Station. And this old building, as you can see from the side here, is the old Holmes Hardware Company. I have no idea if the camera's working well. And Jethro, if anybody ever told you that an Eric Brandt video was like needing to carry seasickness bags with you, now you understand why. So this place is Fuel and Iron. We looked down there and I told Paul. This is a really neat little concept here. What they did is they took this old hardware store. This is one of the few buildings along the river that survived the 1921 flood. It had new concrete construction. And so it's a really, really old building. And they remodeled the downstairs to be a food court. And they have several restaurants. There's 6 restaurants and a bar and a bunch of other stuff. We'll go in there in a second. And then upstairs, they renovated the upstairs into rent-controlled apartments. And so this is a culinary incubator. And the restaurants in here are on long short-term leases. They're definite leases. They get the expertise of some of the restaurateurs in the area. And they have an opportunity to learn the trade. And this is an incubator. And some of the other local restaurants in town, all the way down there. Yeah, that wasn't much of a view, was it? Welcome to the Eric Brandt Show, huh? But they work with these kids and help them develop their restauranting skills so that they can become successful restaurateurs. And they wanted an opportunity for them to have a place to live that they could afford to live in the restaurant district of town. And I think it's kind of a neat concept. So we'll just go on inside now. Let's see. Hi, Joe Black. Poor Dirt Farmer, Poor Dirt Weed Farmer, Prairie. Here we go. We're going inside. Oh, sorry, buddy. So they have this Custom Cravings Cafe. And they usually close early, but if you want pastries, you can get pastries from the gal at the bar. I'll open that up for pastries. And then here's this whole food court. See? We have the Comfort Cafe here. They do some neat stuff. And then we have the Black Swan. That's where I ate today, was the Black Swan. I try to go around to the different ones each time I come. Here we have Wings on Wheels. And they have a peach mango hot wing that is delicious, right? The peach mango. Yeah, it's not on the menu. You have to know to order that one. That's the one you order. And then we have the Hungry Buffalo. And then this one, Liberty Freak TV did not believe me. But this one is great. This is Bollywood Bites. And one of my favorites is the Indian wrap. And then I won't show you the bathrooms. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. But then they have all these things. Look at the size of that light bright over there. Those gigantic pegs. All kinds of stuff for kids to use. And then out here is where I kind of like to sit. They have a patio You saw that from the other side. I would be sitting out there now, except that it's like 104 degrees. It really is 104 degrees. It's terrible. And then in here, they do these art displays. And they change them out. You can purchase them. This beautiful one is called the Bee Apocalypse. It's $3.75. Yes, the peach mango hot sauce is delicious, actually. Yes, John, this is the place. It wasn't a burrito. It was the Indian wrap, as a matter of fact. But then all kinds of different arts. And then they change these. The neat thing about this one is that this one keeps being re-rotated into different positions. Oh, it says, oh no, take a tag. They do different things. They change them up. All righty. So there you go. A short tour. It's 104 degrees. Okay, so Lacey's saying that I will be free when I'm released on parole. That's correct. Oh my God, what did I just do? It's doing something weird. Yeah, I'm actually in the halfway house. I'm not quite on parole yet. Where is Liberty Freak hiding? I know he should be in here right now. He's trying to hide out from the heat. Oh my God, 110. That's terrible. What's up, Blitz? Let's see. Anyway, I don't think I have much school of videography. Yeah, it just was never a thing, was it? Yeah, but it's 97 in Florida, but you have 400% humidity. Yeah. Brandon, no, they most certainly did not. They gave a very peculiar ruling. They listed all of my risk assessment scores as low and very low. Then they said no treatment needs, no programming needs, no parole plan needs. The parole plan was approved. And then they said significant risk to public safety denied, which is kind of weird when you look at how that was exactly contrary to what the instruments had to say about it. Yeah. The corn is sweating. That's terrible. Hello, D. Johns. Nova. Hello, Leslie. Great to see you too. So I may go outside just because there's some people in here that are eating now that weren't eating here when I got in. So maybe I should pack up here and go outside. Right, when the truth hurts, invent your own. Exactly. Hello, Karen. No, our dumpster at so HBO Matt just happened to be driving through Colorado when the city dump caught on fire. You can see that on his channel. And then actually last week somebody set our dumpster on fire at the restaurant. So we got a new dumpster with a I'd never thought in the world that I would see a cardboard dumpster that had to have a combination lock on it. Tim Strait, I missed you guys too. Kingly Status wants to know if I was on the Epstein list. Considering that I'm nowhere close to wealthy enough, I would say no. You have to be a special kind of wealthy to get on those lists. Daryl says he's still feeling the same after all these years. Yeah. It was nerve-wracking to go out for the first time, for sure. Oh, I didn't know the bar was lower than wealth. Maybe I am on the list. I don't know. I've had some. There are times in my life that I don't remember. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that out loud? You think that with all the fires and drought, they use that thing 3 feet above the. Oh, what are you talking about? Wait, that thing? This building has been retrofitted with fire sprinklers for sure. What's up, nomenclator? The police record. Hello, happy to see you as well. The ranch was progressing well until my parole officer decided to get stupid with me, and then I had to divert 100% of my efforts to defending my life. So it's on hold right now, but I should be able to go down there in a few weeks. I need to do some boots on the ground work. Kingsley Status retracted their message that asked if I was on the Epstein list. So someone just needs to put that comment back in there. You shouldn't be allowed to retract comments like that. That's part of the official record. Hello, Amy. Hello, stupid. See, that's exactly, people should recognize that they're stupid because people think they're smart and they're not. They're all stupid. I have yet to meet one that's not. The well has not been dug at the ranch, and that's going to be probably further down the road. The first thing on the list is septic tank. Well, you can't put it back, just type it in there. What did it say? Let's see. Kingsley Status had said, colon, are you on the Epstein list? There. It's back. Let's see. This. Oh, Amy retracted a message too, and I don't know what it was. I didn't catch it. Did anybody catch it? Let's see. How many minutes is this? So here's what I'm told now. I don't know how many minutes it's been. It doesn't say. Scroll. Who knows? At any rate, one of the many bogus Google Gemini AI chat things said that I had to do a live stream for at least 20 to 40 seconds, and then 48 hours it should reset. Of course, you ask it to justify that comment, and it can't, which probably means it made it up. But it's already been the 24 hours I was told I had to wait. I've restarted the phone. I've cleared the cache. I've uninstalled the app. I've reinstalled the app. None of it works. Vertical videos attract more bootlickers? Probably. Yeah, I've seen the news. It's all vertical now. But to be fair, look at it. To be fair, it's become so complicated and so foobar that everything is different, and every time you ask AI to help you, it gives you a different answer. And I think that AI is going to take down the entire world. It's bullshit. Let's see, conspiracy music. If you're admitting that you're a conspiracy, then you're by definition not a conspiracy. I'm just saying it's kind of conspicuous at that point. Please remember to hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype buttons. I don't even know where those are, Lacey. Does it do me any good to try and hype myself up? Yeah. Well, Stupid 7648 says, you look amazing for what you've been put through. Listen, 3 times in the last week, I've been given a senior discount. I don't think I look too good. Michelle, I will be completely off paper in about 2 years. What are we doing here? No. Oh no, I think did I just crash it? I hope I didn't just crash it. Okay. Yep, everybody quit chatting. Nobody's there. Here I am. Ooh, no, I don't look good at all. I'm scrolling back down. Am I going to take the bar exam? Oh no. Who won the bowling? I think Joe technically won the bowling. Yeah. I'm not going to take the bar exam, but I might do some paralegal work. Yeah, even when you tell the AI not to lie or fabricate, it still does it. It will lie and fabricate about telling you that it's not lying and fabricating. You can't hype alive when it's live. Well, bummer. Well, Michelle, I will tell you that, yeah, it was interesting because usually when an old guy comes in, they are very suspicious of their background, right? And but I came in with street cred, so I was pretty well protected by all the sides. I didn't have any problems. I had a roommate that was somewhat problematic, and the leaders of the other groups basically cornered him and told him that he was going to stop doing what he was doing, and he stopped. My hairline hasn't changed much. It's gotten a little thinner, but most of that was from my ex-wife years ago. Let's see. Well, I appreciate that from Karen from Virginia. I haven't done Virginia yet. Do you think Virginia would get upset with me if I came out there to visit? Yeah, John points out, I mean, why get a law license? Because pro se is so fun. And Lacey says it's better not to be under the bar rules anyway, and that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. Lazy. I don't do anything to my hair. If anything, I make it stick up more. This is how I do my hair. Oh, I think East Tennessee would have a fit if I showed up. Yeah. Another snipe hunt. That was a good series. The Rednecks Running Scared series. Let's see. Charlottesville, huh? Yes, Nova, I know that. I had to keep my head down for quite a while. Things were pretty touch and go there for a while as far as legal issues are concerned. And I shouldn't think that they're not now. I'm sure that they are now. But I'm a little more comfortable now. Would you? Thanks, man. With the gas prices these days, that wouldn't get me all the way out there. But yeah, I had to. I don't have any prohibitions from going online, but I still have to be quite careful about it. Ooh, what did I do there? I touched something and the whole screen went big. There. Ooh, now it's too small. Let's see. Lackluster posted you. Thanks, Mike DeJagger. Oh, he posted me just now to bring folks here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Lackluster's always been there. Colorado will probably watch me for the rest of my life. By Colorado, I assume that you mean the powers that be. Lacey let me know people were asking about me. I knew if I ever visit Kentucky Fried Barbecue is KC. Wait, KC, Kansas City. Hey, Air Cooled, what's up, buddy? What do I think of the auditing community? Um, well, I'll tell you that I haven't had much time to watch. Um, I haven't watched much YouTube. It's really gotten bad. It's pretty shitty out there. Um, I'm a little bit disturbed that the police are making the same mistakes that they were 6 years ago. Like, I guess I was naive enough to think that things would improve, but it has not. Clearly, it has not. Um, they're just as emboldened and stupid as they ever were. How much does my mail count decrease? My mail count at the beginning was thousands per week. I couldn't even process it. And that sustained for a few months. And then it dropped down into hundreds per week. And then it sort of dropped down to dozens per month and stayed pretty much at dozens per month. Does that answer your question, Joby? But I did, I got a lot of mail from people that I didn't recognize because their YouTube name and their online name aren't the same. Uh, I got emails, or not emails, I got cards from Holland. I got cards from France, from the UK, from Iceland, from Mexico, from Canada, from all over the United States. Oh, was it really Nova? I'm sorry. When did we lose her? Hello, Howard County Observer. Hello, Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, I hear a rumor that Chicago is coming to Colorado here in a few weeks. Shh, I'm not allowed to say that. Let's see. Michelle, that was very eye opening, and it continued, right? Um, it, I don't know how much yeah, I have to be careful what I say about that right now. But it was interesting. Oh, did she really? Oh, wow. That's terrible. Oh, John, you heard the same rumor? Shh, I'm not allowed to say it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say so or not, so I'm not going to say it. But Chicago's coming to Colorado. Let's see. Any more questions? I think I've met the 20 to 40 seconds that AI says I have to stream before I will unlock my account. Well, so I'm going to mispronounce this. It was Wasamatu. Everything you say can and will be used against you. And they do. They pathologize everything that you say, no matter how innocent it is. And I will tell you that I have I've been advising my parole officer that everything she says can and will be used against her, and suggesting to her that she should probably exercise her right to remain silent. But so far, she has not decided to exercise that right, which is Fine, I can't make people exercise their freedoms. Right. It's hard to reassimilate into a world. Yes. Yes. I don't think the world has gotten any smarter in the 5 years I was gone. John DeNicola, I may not have the ability either, right? So we may share that. Um, but she's objectively ill advised on things and completely stubborn. And of course, I'm being completely stubborn too. But one of us has actually read the procedure and she has not. Well, John, they should try to make case law as long as it's good case law. It's hard, it's a lot of work. I'm upset right now that I'm in court again. I'm actually very angry with Maggie McElderry because she's forced me into this, and this is my full-time job now is litigation, and that's not what I wanted to be doing. I think it's disgusting that she ruins people's lives. There are a lot of victims in her past. I have um, done some investigation on that, and I can't say a whole lot about that, but I will tell you that she will be very disappointed to learn that I have been able to locate her victims. Michelle, the case is, I'll put it in the chat here, 26 CV 02309. 26 District of Colorado. Brandt versus Tafoya. There you go. You guys can go look that up on Pacer. I just filed an amended complaint. The conduct of my parole officer, Maggie McElderry, is not put forth in detail in that complaint yet because I'm also suing her in state court, and I'm waiting for a 90-day moratorium on the Colorado Government Immunity Act to expire before I can bring those claims. So that expires in about a month. And so the next amended complaint that I file is likely to have the specifics about her in there. And they documented it in their own hand. They're so arrogant that they don't even know that they're running around naked. Nobody has told them that they're naked, and they're so oblivious to the dangers of their own misconduct that they actually documented it quite well. So it's going to be an interesting and protracted and expensive battle. But in a nutshell, she created some false reports, and I caught them. I preserved some video recordings that they're not happy that I preserved. They went berserk on all of that. I started filing grievances against her, and then they wrote me up, my first ever actual write-up in 5 years. And they wrote me up for, believe it or not, sending documents to my lawyer. Hello, Keebler. So there's the lawsuit in a nutshell, is that they literally told me that I can't talk to my lawyer. And yeah, that, you know how that, you know how well that went over. And they've just been tripping over themselves at every step of the way. They just haven't figured out yet that they just need to stop. Just stop. I know, Neva, right? I mean, like everybody that's ever watched Cops on TV knows that you have the right to talk to an attorney. You have to laugh at it. There's nothing else you can do. Hello, you have rights. And I just want to point out that no, you do not have rights. And I know, because every time I exercise my rights, they kick me in the teeth. Yeah, right. I figured that it was somewhat sarcastic of a name. Yeah, kind of like humbled squid, right? Yeah, Nova. And if you go read the complaint, read the first amended complaint that was filed last week. That's the current operative complaint, but you'll see in there the details that they literally wrote me up for communicating with my lawyer. It's just, I I have yet to encounter anybody other than them that thinks that that was appropriate. It is arrogance, right? And I've said this. I said arrogance rarely calibrates. Right? They're just gonna keep going. She doesn't stop. She still tries to educate me on their own procedure when it's objectively obvious that she hasn't read it. Yeah, Jethro, I tell people that all the time. This is dangerous work. You will absolutely be arrested. Yep, sure will. Hello, John Eagle. Nice work, by the way. I appreciate your channel. I've been watching that one. Hello, Lightning. You changed your name to "You Have Rights, Cops Have Duties." Yeah, theoretically, that's the way that it's supposed to work, right? Can you share the paper on my service with people that ask? I don't know what that means, Lacey. Our rights are continually trimmed, but if we don't continually test them, then they will continually evaporate. Do I see myself cop watching again in the future? I think that I think that I cannot. I think that they'll bury me if I do. I think that it's the next generation that needs to pick up from there and maybe learn some lessons from us old folks. Hello, Bill O'Wright. Well, well, well. Hello to you too. So I guess this is getting quite long here, and I'm hoping that this resets the server. And what I will say is that I appreciate you guys coming in. Oh, that was AI slop, Lacey. That was AI slop. It was pretty badly done, really. It was interesting, but no, it, it AI wrote a story about my military service, and it wasn't wrong. It just wasn't right. Are there 50 people in here? I don't have. I can't really touch this screen. No, Lacey, it's terrible. Um, how does it feel to be free? Sort of. Yeah, it's nerve wracking. Like, right, I'm like nervous about this. I know that I'm in my spot that I'm allowed to be in. I don't have a prohibition about this, but one of the things that my parole officer had written in her first report 2 months before she even met me was she said that I'm a danger to the community, that there are concerns about me threatening judges and law enforcement officers, that I'm the head of a protest group named Fuck Cops, that I have numerous YouTube channels and fans, and she ends it with, "This guy will be hard to manage. Recommend no internet privileges." And it's like, well, that's not a that's not a when it wasn't accurate, right? She didn't actually look at 5 years of the record. If she had looked at 5 years of the record, she would have seen that I'm in no way hard to manage. And she started that whole thing off. There'll be more to come out on this as the case develops. I'll be publishing it quite publicly. And right, but she pathologizes that as if, right. And I was never hard to manage until she came at me sideways and then lied. And um, so she was wrong on that. And I think that it's interesting that she said she recommended no internet privileges. Right answer, wrong reason. She definitely wishes that I didn't have internet privileges because thankfully the internet gave me the ability to pursue her legally. Uh, but the restrictions are supposed to be based on statistical risk assessments, and all of my statistical risk assessments are low. So um, it's just not a thing. She was lazy, is what it is. She is lazy. She's lazy and she's stupid and she's transactional and she's not strategic. So yeah, she recommended it in the notes. They never actually brought it up. Um, can you buy one of my pig signs? I don't have any more pig signs, East Carbon, as far as I know. Anyway, I know that when they buried Rusty, they wrapped Rusty in one of my signs and buried him with that. Yeah, so they didn't limit my internet privileges, which is good. I would have probably fought back on that. Lacey's named her something different. Yeah, she's lazy, she's stupid, and she's evil. She's not nice. Right, exactly. So, like I said, thanks, Brandon. She had the right reason, right? It was definitely she definitely would not have benefited from me having internet privileges, but it was the wrong reason. She was thinking, oh, she's got to protect the world from Eric Brandt, but what she ended up really wanting to say is that we shouldn't let Eric Brandt have access to computing resources because he knows how to use them. Hello, the real Trump said. D. Johns, I do that. I try to keep my head down. I actually helped create programs while I was in prison, uh, and I worked well with the staff, and we worked with the state representatives, and we worked with local nonprofit agencies, and I even worked with the attorney general and the director himself. Um, so no, she should have read the record. She should have read the record. She screwed up, but she'll never admit that she screwed up, even to this day. Just the other day, she was talking to me. She just comes around in these circles. And at one point, I just said, you're just coming around in circles. I don't have anything more to say to you. You're dismissed. Ooh, she lost her mind. You're dismissed. You do not dismiss me, Mr. Brandt. Well, I just did. So, yeah. Oh, you lost your dog too? Oh my God, you've had a rough few years, Nova. Yeah, I wish I could record her too. That they've put all these rules in place to prevent me from recording her. Then, because I secured the security camera footage, they moved her into an office that doesn't have a recorder. And it's just like every time I do something, they move this and that, and they move everything around, and they try to hide under everything they can get under. You can't fit under that. I can still see you, uh, but it's been interesting. All of the records will come out very shortly. I'll publish those. You guys will get to read them for yourself and do your own analysis. And you tell me what you think of what they did to me. Wow, Nova. Wow, wow. Hey, no name coder. How are you? USA Shaw's. I haven't seen you before. I don't think I have. Um, and welcome. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for all the advocacy and action on behalf of the people. The bus shoe thing. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. You know what's irritating about that is that they made a rule that I don't have to wear my shoes on the bus, but they still wouldn't let anybody else wear their shoes on the bus, right? That's not what I wanted. That irritated me, but oh well. Oh, nobody's ever said I look like Meatloaf before. I'll take it. Oh yeah, she was dumb enough to react to that. Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't control your behavior. You control your behavior, but I'm done with you. Aaron Queen 55 says you look like this Coloradoan named Eric Brandt. Well, I've never heard of him, so I don't think it could be me. Right, Howard County. It is definitely something that they would do. I get irritated when they make special rules just for me. Michelle Long Island audit. Yeah, he's been doing some really dangerous work for sure too. Of course, you had a traffic stop drag you into the fray, right? What did I say? Back the blue till it happens to you. They do the rules that they make for themselves, Howard, are more like they don't have to follow any rules. I will say, Aaron, that there is going to be a sign with a QR code on it very soon. I won't say what the sign is going to say. I won't say where it's going to be, but I will tell you that there is a sign with a QR code coming to a neighborhood near me someday. Will I ever shop at the 16th Street Mall again? I didn't really do much shopping on the 16th Street Mall to begin with. It was more activism. There were a few stores that I would purchase at, but not very many. Oh, really? Facial recognition on cops got you started. Oh, good, good. Um, I think that there are some things. There are some things, no name coder, that are coming down the pike that you're probably already aware of. But yes, that's good work that you're doing there, and I appreciate any opportunities I have to help that work along. Am I allowed to do sidewalk chalk art? I mean, as far as I know, I wouldn't do that now. I have to have passes to everywhere that I'm going. In fact, I have to shut this stream down here in a minute, but because everything is controlled and timed. But I mean, yeah, I would do sidewalk chalk, I suppose, in the Freedom Circle. Yeah, I would do sidewalk chalk in the Freedom Circle. Oh, did it, Keebler? Okay. Hey, Joe, cool. Uh, yeah, there's the guy right there, Joe Cool. That's all I'm going to say about that. They do need to take away my chalk privileges because I'm pretty voracious about it. Yeah. I do like that. I like that Otto has been chalking up Texas. That's good to see. What advice could I give to young activists now picking up a camera? Uh, the first advice I would give them is learn the local laws. The second advice I would give them is never go out alone. And the third advice I would give them is that the most important three words you're ever going to learn in your life are record, record, and record. Otto the Watchdog does not go out with $15,000 worth of camera equipment and a studio to watch him for no reason at all, right? He's got multiple recorders. They're all recording at the same time. It's protected recordings. The cops might take custody of the devices, but they're not going to take away the recordings. You got to protect your recordings. Buzz asks, do I know John Felix? Yes, I do. And did he name all the sayings that he claims? And I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, actually. I apologize. I don't have enough context there. And Neva, as a matter of fact, one of my attorneys, one of the attorneys I got in trouble for talking to, is Andy McNulty, and he's actually suing Boulder over their flock cameras. It'll be interesting to see how that case pans out. Yeah, I've had some brief exposure to Trax, but I'm not ready to bring on those platforms at this point. Did I boof any phones? If you mean sneak a phone in with in the prison wallet, then I would say no, nothing ever came into my prison wallet. Oh, he claims many coined terms and phrases. Well, perhaps I don't know. I don't care about phrases. You know, somebody asked me the other day, did so and so get permission to use Happy Fuck the Cops Day? And I'm like, I don't remember if they did or not, but I don't object. Yeah, whatever. We coin phrases. The information belongs to the public at that point. So if he made up the phrase, then maybe he did. I don't know. Hi, Cheesy again. So listen, guys, I have a time limit, and I need to start shutting this down so that I can head back to my hole. Back to as Lacey calls it, the village. We'll just call it the village. Everything's euphemistic these days. Okay, I am willing to say that I did come up with Happy Fuck the Cops Day, but I like what people are doing with it. All right, good night, guys. Thanks for being there on the first reboot live stream. It takes a village, right? Oh, well, yeah, anybody can use my art. I don't care. I figure everybody else is probably better at promoting it than I am anyway. I'm a notoriously lousy self-promoter. Shit is fucked up and stuff. That's Otto's phrase. That's for sure Otto's phrase, and it's a good one. All right, Rez, be back later. See you guys later. Maybe next time I can actually go live in the application and it'll work better. We'll find out. All right, I don't know how to end this, though. We'll find the button somewhere. Oh, no, that's edit. I can't find the end button. Scroll that way. That's hilarious. I actually can't find the end button. I seriously can't find the end button.
The initial, how are you? When you talk, stem from how are you? French sort for you.
No. We're still here, guys.
How did your name?
I don't have access to that feature. I don't even know what feature that is.
And again, is there anything you tell me about that?
Okay, guys, I'm in studio on the web browser, and I can't find the end button.
Is there anything that you know about my business that I don't know?
You would think it would be a little X, yeah.
Like everything I know, I tell you, so no.
No, not there. I guess it's not meant to be. This stream could go on in perpetuity. Send feedback. For fuck's sake. Oh, that's a poll. What the hell is this? share screen. I can't do that. I don't think I can. What the hell does it do? No, I can't find an end button. Maybe I just have to hit the back button. Here we go.